love this episode.
People got paid. We had fun. Jamar and T. Is it going to work? Is it not?
It's not going to work. Welcome back to another episode of Caps Off, presented by Betr. It is the 18th of March.
Day after St. Patty's. Happy Irish Day. Did you ever really celebrate St. Patty's growing up?
No, never. I mean, I feel like it was an excuse to drink. It would be like
in college, and everything.
Yeah, but no, I never really.
Growing up, my grandpa's Irish, so we'd have like corned beef and cabbage. Dude, terrible food.
Corned beef and cabbage.
And the boiled potatoes.
Is that an Irish thing?
Yeah.
Well, the potatoes, yeah.
Yeah, the corned beef and cabbage is like the big thing. It's not good.
No, Pat. He'd be the one to talk about it.
Maybe he likes it. I don't know.
Maybe Pat is. I think what people are. Pat doesn't like us anymore.
He must not at this point.
It's 2 episodes in a row. 2 episodes in a row that he would have loved to be on.
Maybe not. Clearly not. Maybe not. I don't
know. In the comments, let us know. Should we file for divorce from Pat officially?
Yeah. I mean, I don't really want to. I want to keep fighting for us.
Same.
The three of us are a really good thruple together.
Yeah.
I don't want to quit on that.
I have a group chat with my 2 dads, and it's called Thruple.
Ah, Jesus Christ, man. That's weird. That's your dad.
It's fun.
That's your dad.
Yeah, but people got to know. Like, I have a very fun relationship with my dads.
I know, but dude.
Come on, it's a good name.
It's funny.
Come on, that's good.
Jesus Lord,
that's
man.
the real thruple.
So you're not a thruple. That's incest. that's what I'm getting at. You can't. No, I don't have thruple with my parents.
Is incest illegal?
Yes, it's super illegal.
Is it? Like, is there actually a law?
Actually, I don't know. It's fucked.
It's fucked up. Like, socially,
it's disgusting.
You can't
regardless.
do that. Yeah, no, obviously.
Hold up.
Is it?
Is incest illegal federally?
How would you enforce that? I don't know. What does it say?
Legality of incest in the United States.
Yeah, Siri's really lost it. Siri's.
Just give me yes or no.
I don't think it's illegal. But what the fuck do I know?
Dude, yeah.
How would it be illegal?
Wait,
hold on.
This
is
kind of fucked.
Is incest?
It's not a criminal offense,
It's
but
just
it's
a
not
fucking
allowed
weirdo
in
offense.
some states.
Is incest illegal? Yes, in Los Angeles, California, and most jurisdictions worldwide, incest, particularly sexual relations with a first-degree relative, is illegal. But how do you enforce
But maybe not criminal offense. I don't know. Regardless, weird, odd behavior. So maybe change.
Most jurisdictions prohibit parent-child and sibling marriages, and some prohibit first. Okay, so like essentially getting married.
I'm getting grossed out. Let's not talk. This is eek. Gross.
Oh man.
Not it. Eek.
Oh, let's talk some football though.
Thank God, bro. I don't know what. Yeah, let's talk NFL.
A few big things happened.
Last night, right before I went to bed.
Right before we went to bed, I woke up to it this morning, seeing
you went early. Huh?
Yeah. Well, I tried to. I watched White Lotus. Are you watching White Lotus?
I need to start it.
I'll be honest. I don't love season 3.
Really? Because I like season 1 and 2 were sick.
How many times could you run back rich people going somewhere and then there's a murder?
Yeah.
Like, how many times can we? I've felt that this 3rd season is the worst because it's just it's
I heard they got political
course.
a little in like one scene.
Well, that was probably the best scene.
It was
that
funny.
It was
okay, I saw it and I was like, this seems
no.
That
scene was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But and I've had this debate many times. Is that I think with the first 2 seasons, the characters, like both men and women, they were hot. Right? Like you had
Sydney Sweeney was in it.
You had some Sydney Sweeneys, but you had some, I don't even remember the guys.
I think Alexander Daddario was in it.
Yeah, she was in it.
Yeah.
You also had some good-looking guys. And then in season 2, they had a Theo James in it. I don't know if you know Theo James.
Yep, yeah.
Super handsome.
Very handsome.
They have Leo Woodrow, who's now like all over Apple TV.
And you know what? The fucking assistant girl, I thought she became cuter as the season
She did
went
as it went on. There were also some hot girls, and so like part of like the
this one's a lot of
White
moms.
Lotus,
it looks like I've seen this.
It's older and
except
the
one I saw the blonde one with the shorter hair. She's been hot for like decades.
She's been in it. But so I think that's a big part. Is like the characters aren't as attractive. So yeah, moral of the story is I don't think White Lotus season 3 is as good as 1 and 2. We'll see what happens.
Do you think? Okay, so I'm thinking about. Sorry, if we got to talk about football soon, but Game of Thrones. If Jon Snow and like if they weren't like most people in Game of Thrones are pretty attractive. People.
They're mostly
if they were ugly. Do you think it would be good?
No,
because I love Daenerys. But
you want to look at
she's
something.
Also insanely
but they're
hot.
beautiful.
Yeah.
But the story is beautiful as well. But like,
this is literally the fucking scene where like people be like, "Yo, bro, let's start a podcast." Like,
well, what do you mean? We're talking about what happened. We're talking about this weekend. I watched White Lotus.
I'm talking about there's the comments like, "Bro, we should start a podcast."
You should talk about whatever the fuck you want.
We should start a podcast, bro. Fuck. Like we're so off the rails.
So let me know what season 3. If you're watching White Lotus season 3, let me know. I'm curious.
Is it worth me like watching?
No, you should watch it. You should watch it.
I don't have an HBO. My parents do.
Can I say one?
Is it worth embarrassing myself asking them for an HBO subscription? Like,
no.
Okay, cool.
Family sharing is why we have these all these subscriptions.
Okay, cool. Fair.
Last thing, this might be a judgmental moment, but Amanda and I took on Harry Potter this weekend. We've both never seen Harry Potter.
Never?
Well, look, I've seen bits and pieces, and I know the pop culture relevance. I know the Wingardium Leviosa, whatever. That was the Sorcerer's Stone. We watched Sorcerer's Stone. I fell asleep 8 times.
You've never seen it?
No.
Do you watch it in your apartment when it's dark in the apartment?
Yes, I was falling asleep.
Because it's a very dark movie. It'll make you fall asleep.
We watched it Saturday night started. I got an hour and a half in, had to go to bed.
The first two, like, kind of set up everything.
That's what I said.
I've been binging them lately as well.
Okay.
Like, so that I was gonna watch I'm on the Deathly Hallows Part 2 that I need to watch soon. I was gonna watch it last night, didn't. So probably gonna watch that tonight.
Okay.
Very excited for it.
So I'm excited. I'm taking on Harry Potter with Amanda.
Dude.
I'll get back to you after the
phenomenal
second one.
stuff. Just like watch it earlier in the night because
Sure.
if you do it when you're like kind of getting Betty by it.
Sorcerer's Stone, but it's the first
Sets
one.
things up.
Yeah, it's 01.
Chamber of Secrets, good.
Emma Watson though, so cute.
Dude, it's wild watching like how much older they get every movie. You'll
so
see like by the
cute.
end of it, like by the end you see Emma Watson, like, damn, she's kind of bad.
It's
Like-
funny because like I know and we were gonna talk about watch this, but like I know the pop culture relevance of Harry Potter like in its entirety. So like the Leviosa when like talking about
Expelliarmus.
Snape, yeah, exactly. I was
Yeah.
like saying it. She's like, I thought you haven't fucking seen it. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't live under a rock.
What does Expelliarmus do?
I actually don't know.
It takes their wand away from their hand.
Oh, I don't think she did that.
Expelliarmus.
No, I don't think she did that one. But I got the invisibility cloak. That was fun.
Yep.
Whatever. So, point is when I was watching White Lotus last night, fell asleep, did not see Jamar and T get paid, but bam, man, did they get paid.
I don't know if I like believed it at first. I saw they both got $100+ million deals for the next 4 years. Essentially, what the Bengals are saying, like, we better win a fucking Super Bowl these next 4 years.
Jamar Chase, 4 years, $161 million.
That's insane.
$112 million guaranteed at $40.2 million annually.
Isn't Jetta's at like 30 something?
Yeah,
30?
I think he's like 39,
Yeah,
39 or he
he's
might
at.
be 40, but I think because he has the 40.2 essentially attached
There's
to him,
something
he's now
with it, yeah.
Jamar Chase is now the highest non-paid quarterback in the NFL.
Highest paid non-quarterback.
Highest paid non-quarterback in the NFL. In
And then
NFL
T.
history,
Higgins.
and then T. Higgins, 4 years, $115 million at $28.75 million per, the highest paid wide receiver in the NFL right now.
First thing I thought about this is like, wow, that's crazy. You're paying basically, what, $50-something million a year for 2 wide receivers. And probably could have paid 35-ish for them just last year,
Yep,
2 years ago.
if you just paid him.
Like, because if you paid T 2 years ago and he was eligible, like, at the start instead of franchise tagging him, all this bullshit.
Same with Jamar at the beginning of
If
the
you did
season before he
Jamar
went
la-
Triple Crown.
Yeah. Like, obviously, if they're not paid, they're going to be motivated to fucking
It's
play
insane.
better, and then
It's-
you're going to owe more money. We have seen that. Have we not seen this time and time again?
Yes.
Where like a player needs to get paid or should get paid, like it's the last year of their contract, and they end up not getting paid, and they have a career season, and you end up paying them $10 million more a year or more.
Yeah,
Like
it's idiotic to me, and I'm
Bengals
gonna make an idiotic statement, and I'm gonna fall on the sword. Jamar and T get these record-setting deals, but I don't think the Bengals are gonna fucking win with Jamar and T getting record-setting deals.
I was about to say this move with extending Jamar and T is a let's please the fans move. It is not a let's win move. I do not think this move changes any way that the Bengals can win. I think it actually hurts their chances of winning and developing a championship winning team.
And I don't think you could win paying 2 wide receivers this type of money. And I know everyone's going to point to the Eagles, right? But
How
the
much less are
Eagles
they, though?
are making the Eagles wide receiver duo of A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith are making roughly $100 million less in their total contracts. Now, it's obviously different, and you avoid years and whatnot.
The Eagles also have like Howie Roseman, where you know you can build cheap rookie and all this stuff. You can build around them.
Exactly.
The Bengals are not proven to
The
be able to
Eagles
do
are an
that.
anomaly because they had their infrastructure built prior to the wide receiver duo as much, right? You had the offensive line. You had other
You
pieces
didn't really have the defense,
on the defense.
but that was.
But they hit.
You struck gold in the last couple of years.
Exactly.
Like.
They hit on the draft. So the Eagles are an anomaly. But I don't think you could win that way because let's also look at the Dolphins, right? Like the Dolphins are a prime example of paying Tyreek and Waddle, and it just hasn't worked out. And as a Dolphins fan, I don't think we're ever going to win paying these 2 wide receivers because you need them to be everything on offense.
I think a lot of times we've seen too, like when these like wide receiver 2s or whatever, even if they're really good ones, or like even wide receiver ones that aren't like the top 3 to 5 guys, they kind of get complacent after they get that deal. Like, I feel like they kind of fall off a bit. I don't necessarily think a Jamar and T will do that. I think they're both fucking studs.
They're unbelievable.
Well deserved all the money, but I think this is such a dumb move for the Bengals strictly because it really, really inhibits not the word. It
Prohibits?
It prohibits you from being able to build up the defense in the offensive line, which are the things that have held you back.
44% of the Bengals cap is currently on 3 players: Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins.
And they are your cornerstones.
They are your cornerstones, but let's talk cornerstones. What happened the last 4 years? Let's not act like this has not been a thing the last 4 years.
It's not like the Bengals have been contenders every single year.
2024, 9-8.
Missed the playoffs.
2023, 9-8.
Missed the playoffs.
2022, 12-4.
Lost in the AFC Championship game.
Lost in the AFC. Yes, you were.
Yeah.
And what happened the year before?
They went to the Super Bowl and lost. I think they were only like 10-7 though.
They were 10-7. They got hot at the right time. And don't get me wrong, from November on of last year, they were 6-3. Can the Bengals offensively get you there? Yes. Can they win a Super Bowl? I don't think so. The defense was abysmal last year, and you can make the argument that they need an above-average defense or just an average defense.
You fire Lou Anarumo, maybe he was the problem. Maybe
I don't think he was the problem.
I don't think he was necessarily the problem because when he was your defensive coordinator for the Super Bowl years, when you had guys like Jesse Bates, Chiba Wuze, other dudes that were playing really good football, like he had pieces then to work with, and he was great. And now,
and I know the argument that people are going to come back is like, this is why not everyone deserves a pod and all this shit. Like, I think us as fans need to take an objective step back to really ask ourselves, like, is this how, if you're going to build a team in the way the Bengals are, can we win this way? I think it makes sense in the short term, right? Because you're like, I keep my quarterback happy. I keep Jamar happy. T wants to stay around. We have this duo.
And
but
you have a running back that's
win? I don't think so.
It's like you have a running back that you hit on the draft who's, a pretty good running back on a rookie deal. You're going to have to basically do that for your entire defense. Like now,
you have to hit on everything.
Now with Sam Hubbard gone, you're going to have to replace him with a serviceable.
And they're going to try.
Trey Hendrickson, I don't think they can pay him if they just paid these guys all this money.
I'll be honest, I wouldn't pay Trey Hendrickson because he's 30 million. He's 30 years old.
Name one cornerstone guy they got on defense. Logan Wilson, maybe.
It's in the best Bengals' interest right now after giving those deals to try and trade Trey Hendrickson. If you can get a first, unbelievable. If you can get a second and anything else, take it. Because the point is you are going to need a hit on everything, and you need more draft capital. You're already paying so much money to these players.
They don't even just need defense. They need an offensive line.
They need a lot of things.
The thing is, we get it. You have your franchise superstar quarterback. Surround him with talent for the next few years. Mm-hmm. Love that. Go out and do that shit. Like, that's what good franchises do.
Yeah.
But it's almost like you do that after you've built up the rest of the team to be able to succeed.
Also,
I guess their hand is different the way that it was dealt with drafting T and then Jamar back-to-back years, and then Joe Burrow that same year. Like, it's just like
I get it. Okay. Here, let's two things. First is the specifics on the Eagles wide receiver duo. They're making $171 million. That's their contracts combined.
Crazy, bro.
$255 million is Jamar and T. It could have been a lot less, like you said. But to tie a bow on my thoughts on the Jamar T is, I think you had to pay them. I like the deal from the standpoint of a Bengals fan. You have to pay them. You have to keep your guys around.
It saves the fan base too.
Yes, and the Bengals front office doesn't normally pay their players like the way that they just did and take care of them.
Yeah.
So they're doing that. They're doing something different. So applaud to them. As a fan of a team that has paid their 2 wide receivers and are relying on those 2 wide receivers, I don't think you can win that way. So I'm not going to sit here and say that, like, I see the future, and I'm not going to sit here and also say that the Bengals can't go make a fucking run because we've seen them do it with this fucking line.
Let's be real. Like, maybe what they want to do is trade some draft picks for some actual, like, proven talent on the line 100%. Or on the defense. Like, you can do that now that you know that you have these guys locked up. Like, yes. you have that luxury. You know exactly how much money you have to spend left over for the rest of the team. So it's like, do you go out and try and draft and hit in the draft, which they haven't really been able to do insanely well on the defensive side as of late. I don't.
Yeah, I just
the
don't.
Vision's interesting. I hope the best for them. I love the Bengals.
I just think like 4 or 5 years from now, we're gonna look back on this and be like, probably wasted the prime of Jamar's years by signing T, giving T an extension, and then wanting to keep this duo.
I feel like by paying both of them now, it's kind of make you rebuild.
As a fan, I like it. Like they're gonna be a fun team to root for. But
if I were a Bengals fan, it's nice to have T. I wouldn't have cared that much if we didn't have him.
Yeah, and again, I go back to, I think the Eagles were an anomaly. And let's just look back at the teams. The most important position is the quarterback. And why have the Chiefs been winning games outside of Patrick Mahomes? Or winning Super Bowls, I should say.
Patrick Mahomes.
Well, outside of Patrick Mahomes?
Oh, their defense. Yeah, people forget about Steve Spagnuolo. Has been one of the best defense coordinators.
So I don't know. I'm happy for Bengals fans.
Yeah.
But as someone who doesn't know ball at all, I don't think you win like this.
Yeah, I mean, but I hope we're wrong.
Yeah. Hope we're wrong. I want to pivot quickly because we are going to call someone in China. Do you want to tee this up maybe? Like in kind of...
So one of our good buddies now, friend of the pod, Quinn Cook, huge Caps Off fan, NCAA champion, two-time NBA champion,
averaged 15.3 points per game for Duke during his run at Duke.
He was on a Duke national championship team. I believe it might have been the last one that won one. Could be wrong though, but he won with the Warriors. He won with the Lakers. So he's overseas playing in China right now.
Yeah.
But so you guys see the hat. I'm a big Mizzou fan. Mizzou made the tournament. I know how this shit goes. We're gonna lose in the first round. All right, I've accepted that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna call Quinn and ask him who's gonna win March Madness this year if he can't pick Duke. Because obviously he's a Duke fan.
Yes.
He went to Duke. He's one of the best Duke players of all time. He's going to pick Duke. So it's like outside of Duke, who's going to win the tournament? Because we need to know essentially who to, I guess, root for.
Caps Off needs a team during March Madness to root for, and there's one person that we trust to pick our team. It's Quinn Cook. That's it.
It's got to be Quinn. However, if Mizzou makes a Cinderella run.
Should I FaceTime him?
Would you root for Mizzou if we went to the Final Four?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Cool. We're not going
to. Colorado lost. Miami's not in it. I got nothing. So, should we FaceTime Quinn? We're going to FaceTime. All right, we're FaceTiming Quinn right now. Quinn's going to pick
he
it
said he's free.
in
He said
China.
He's free right now, so.
He just had a game. We're going to say hi to Quinn.
Yeah, he literally texted us a while ago. It's like, oh, it's halftime right now. I'm like, brother, go lock in.
Hey, man.
What's up, Quinn?
You're live on the pod.
How you doing, brother?
Wow, your beard has gotten aggressive.
Let me see. Oh, it is a little.
No barbers over here, bro.
You haven't been able to find a barber in China?
Damn, you letting it all loose.
Did you win tonight? You just came back from a game. Did you win? Congrats. Okay.
What'd you drop?
I think I had 18.
Okay.
18?
When people say I think you had 18, do you go more or less? Is it usually 20 or is it like 16?
Probably more.
Yeah.
I like that.
What's
The older I've gotten, bro, I only keep track of one stat, bro.
just points?
Turnovers?
Oh, shit. What?
Cause, bro, that's what gives me my jobs. If I have too many turnovers the last season, my money goes down. Less turnovers, money goes up.
That's fair.
What? Wait, I think I saw some, like, didn't you drop like your career high in China? Like, what was your career high? It was like some crazy shit.
As a pro.
As a pro.
I had 54.
54, yeah. Well, wait, what was your high in like high school or college or some shit then? Did you have more?
In high school, I played in the All-Star game. I had 74.
Jesus Christ.
So I had in JV one time I dropped 36, and when you say good game to everyone, I had a few guys say you're going to the league, and I've held on to that moment the rest of my life. So didn't work out.
In the league right now, man. And you training like an NBA player right now.
That's true.
That's facts.
Going to Everest.
In a month.
That is true. I'm 60 days out, Quinn. I'm 60 days out.
Let's go.
All right, Quinn. We just teed it up. Quinn Cook, we need you to pick Caps Off's March Madness team. If we can't root for Duke, you're a Duke alumni. You cannot root for Duke. Well, you're going to be rooting for Duke. We cannot root for Duke. You cannot give us Duke. So what is the one team that we need to ride?
Hey, and it's okay. I know Drake's going to beat Mizzou's ass in the first round, so, like, don't worry. We got 30-3. We got a 30-3 11 seed?
I got y'all beating Drake, though.
Oh, hey, appreciate that.
All right, Quinn. Who do we need to take? Who is the team?
I ain't gonna lie. My brother coaches Memphis, so I'm rooting for Memphis.
I like Memphis trendy.
But if I had money, if I was a gambler, man.
If you were.
I'll put my money on the Gators, bro.
I was thinking
Oh,
Florida.
take the one seed. Take the best team in college.
They're disgusting though.
Oh man.
Why though?
Bro, you want me to pick a 4 seed? I gave you Memphis. Memphis is a 5, I think.
Okay, so no, I like Florida. I'll take it. You just said ride Florida. They're the best team in college basketball.
If Florida and Duke played right now, who's winning?
Second best outside of Duke. Okay.
Quinn. Actually though, if Duke and Florida play right now, what's the score?
Is Cooper playing?
Yeah, he's playing.
85-70.
Oh shit.
Good
Florida? That's good guy. Duke's never been the good guys. You know that.
Camera crazies, man.
Oh man. All right. Well, caps off. We're on the Gators, even though I'm a Hurricanes fan. But we're on the Gators.
I guess we'll be a Gators
It's easy.
fan.
Hey man, it's like taking the best team. I'm down. I'm so down.
I mean,
I'm in. What do you mean? That's the best news in the world. Take the best team, arguably outside of Duke, in college basketball.
Fun fact. Mizzou beat Florida in Gainesville this year.
Ooh.
Just putting that out there. When Mizzou plays Florida in the Elite Eight, don't be surprised when the Tigers come out on top, Quinn.
And give your squad some credit, bro. I think y'all can make a little run.
I think I looked at the bracket yesterday. If Mizzou beats Drake, that's the only team I'm realistically worried about aside from Florida in the entire West. Because we can beat literally anyone else in that region. Like, I don't think Kansas or Arkansas is going to be a problem at all. I don't think Clemson's that hard to beat or anything like that. Like, St. John's, you're telling me I'm scared of St. John's?
Well, now you got Jack analyzing.
No, I want to talk to him about Mizzou though. Cause
all right, Quinn, you excited? We got the Betr Picks Survivor Challenge. You're obviously one of the faces of it. You're going to be picking your player projections. Who's your first player that you want us to ride? Who is your first projection that you like on Betr Picks?
Yeah,
Do you know one?
My strategy will be tailing you this entire tournament.
Elijah Hawkins, starting point guard at Texas Tech.
Okay, Rizzo's gonna like that one. And what do you got? Points?
Assists.
Okay.
Elijah Hawkins.
More than assists from Quinn Cook.
Do I
like
fade
it.
Quinn?
No, I am not fading Quinn. He just gave us Florida. I'm taking.
Sleeper pick. It's a sleeper pick.
I like it. All
Wait,
right, Quinn.
let me see what his assists at real quick if it's on there. It might be.
Is the assist there?
It could be. Not yet.
6.5, maybe 7.
I don't think it's up yet, but we'll have it up by the time they play. All right, Quinn, you're a legend. Go Gators. That's Capsauce team. Go get some rest. It's 11:40 in China right now, huh?
Yes, sir.
Congrats on the win. All right, brother.
Talk to y'all soon.
See you, Quinn.
See ya.
Good guy.
What a guy.
Nice dude.
What a guy. All right, there you have it. That's Capsauce's team.
Oh, let me pick the number 1 overall seed, man.
I'll take it, man.
I will say they're like second or third in odds, though.
I like it. What do you mean? Oh, yeah. Quinn said, well, we're just following we're just asking Quinn.
We'll be sprinkling Memphis Final Four.
Sure, if
but
you
I guess
want.
that's just like his buddy coaches there.
So, yeah, Betr Picks. We've gathered 80 of college basketball's best pickers on the internet. And then us. Pickers on the internet to host a picks challenge during March Madness for a share of a big prize. Caps Off is in it, but we're against each other.
Yeah, it's individual. We're doing Jack is in it and Adam's in it.
Adam's in it. Jack's
Pat is in it.
Pat's in it.
Yep.
We're in as individuals. So, yeah, follow along on Betr, on social. You'll see us going head to head. It should be a lot of fun.
It's a survivor pool with picks. So instead of picking a team that's going to win, you can't pick him again. You pick a player, his stat, if he's going to hit more or less than on whatever the stat is.
Yep.
And you can't pick him again, though, the rest of the tournament. But it's every single round you have a new pick. So
shout out Betr Picks. Shout out
Quinn
Cook.
I think it's going to be difficult.
I
guess.
I never thought I'd be doing that.
I don't like that.
Florida.
I see, because like Mizzou and Florida kind of hate each other in football.
But that's fun. We get to root for the best team.
I'll be real. The only Florida game I watched this entire year was when Mizzou beat them. So,
I think more than 75% of the country might have Florida in their brackets winning it all. So now we get to hop on.
No, but like
we're putting real money on it. We're done.
100%.
I'll put $100 on it.
Yeah, Quinn Cook told us to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Quinn. All right, let's get back to football. Another big deal occurred.
Oh yeah, like
Derek Stingley. Huge deal happened this morning. Derek Stingley, now the highest paid cornerback in the NFL, $30 million per, setting a new record, a new high for corners. Jumped the second highest corner by $5 million.
Did I see something like his agent or something like that negotiated him, J.C. Horn's deal, and someone else?
Is it Mulgeta? Yeah, he's with Mulgeta.
Yeah, he has a cornerbacks like on lock. Is that his thing?
Well, David Mulgeta is.
And maybe Jalen Ramsey. Is that Ramsey?
I would say there's three main agencies / corners / agents in the NFL. You have Mulgeta, Rosenhaus, Drew Rosenhaus, and then probably CAA.
Yeah,
right. Like anyone at CAA,
that agency.
Yeah. Or his clutch is more basketball driven. But here are the top 5 highest paid corners in the NFL right now. You have Derek Stingley at $30 million per.
He's number 1.
J.C. Horn at $25 million. That's the second, which is crazy. You jumped him by $5 million. Jalen Ramsey at $24.1 million. Pat Surtain at $24 million, and Jair Alexander at $21 million.
Dude,
who's about to get cut.
He's about to get cut?
Well, because he hasn't been able to stay healthy.
Wow.
He's gonna
Surtain, fucking steal at this point.
Yep.
Because he's by far the best.
If Jair Alexander gets cut from the Packers because he hasn't been able to stay healthy, I would love to see the Bengals take that gamble and go at him on the outside.
Yeah, absolutely. Or the Niners.
Yeah.
Right?
You have something that has to do with corners. Just quickly on that, I appreciate what they're doing because they're clearly seeing where the market might go, where Sauce Gardner might go, so they're getting ahead of the Sauce Gardner deal. If you're Sauce Gardner, you're super happy being able to see someone like a Derek Stingley get paid like he just did. And I don't know if someone would say Sauce or Derek is the better corner. Like Derek had a better year last year. Sauce had the better first year.
Sauce kind of like, I feel like from what a lot of people, it's hard to watch corners like all day and decide. But for the discourse surrounding Sauce is that he's not as good as he used to be.
I don't think he is.
He's gotten too into golf.
Yeah.
He's all he does in the offseason is just fucking golf. So, which, that's what I would do too, to be fair. But I'm not an NFL player, so.
Well, he just makes content around it. Yeah. Most players are doing that.
But no, so I was kind of curious with all these contracts. There's been a lot of corner contracts lately, or especially, I guess, the last few weeks this offseason with Horn and motherfucking Stingley. I can't remember his name. I'm tired right now. I'm gassed.
You're good.
Trying my best. All right.
Doing great.
I wanted to ask you, though, because I feel like you're a PFF merchant, PFF
I am a
boy.
PFF merchant.
Can you guess the top 10 corners in the NFL according to Chat GPT? So not PFF, but you see PFF enough to where I feel like you could decipher
Does
this.
Chat GPT use PFF? That's the question.
They do, actually.
Wow.
I don't have the description, but they use PFF in their...
Okay.
And as part of their... Because I feel like there's no other way to decipher how...
Yeah, I think I can get this. All
right, come on.
You know you're going to have some weird ones. 1 to 10, 10 to 1.
Just
name the players.
Just name players, and I'll tell you where they end up.
First, Pat Surtain.
He's number 1. Yeah,
Yep.
obviously.
Jalen Ramsey.
Jalen Ramsey's 4.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Jalen Johnson.
Not there. I thought it was a snub.
Jalen Johnson might be the best corner.
He's top 5 for
he might,
sure.
Yeah. All right, Trent McDuffie.
Trent McDuffie's number 8. Oh, I thought that was weird seeing him at 8. I'm like,
L'Jarius Sneed.
L'Jarius Sneed's not here. He had
a worse year. AJ Terrell.
AJ Terrell's not there. He's also not been amazing.
Okay. Jair Alexander.
No. What? It's a weird list, but the list is really good. It's just like I realized because of this list, thinking of who was snubbed, like, wait, there's a lot more like really good corners in the league than I thought.
All right, let's take the guy who just got paid, Derek Stingley.
Derek Stingley's 10. Number 10.
So the contract says best in the NFL, which obviously that's not how it works. But the contract says best in the NFL, but Chat GPT says
artificial intelligence
10.
10.
Sauce Gardner.
Sauce Gardner's number 3.
Who the fuck is 2? JC Horn.
JC Horn's not on the list. He's the second highest paid corner. He's not even top 10 right now.
Okay.
And this isn't me making the list again, by the way.
This is Chat GPT.
I think you can get every single one of these except for maybe one of them.
Okay. Marshawn Lattimore.
No. Way washed.
But I feel like ChatGPT is overanalyzing. ChatGPT is not super up to date.
No, but I said right now, so I think they're talking about the last year.
Charvarius Ward
is not there.
Okay, we're starting to
Eagles.
Oh, well, there's no way. Cooper DeJean?
Number 2.
What?
He's number 2. I think that I had to read what ChatGPT said, but they've got to be just accounting for. He did have the highest PFF grade for corners this year.
But is that how many snaps did he play?
And the Super Bowl, the pick 6. I don't know.
Okay, but how many?
Okay, to be fair, he might deserve to be in this top 10. He is a stud.
He's a stud, but he's 1 year.
Yeah.
Jalen Johnson not being in it, and Cooper DeJean. I'm taking Jalen Johnson.
I know.
Jalen Johnson might be a better corner than the man that just got paid in
Jackie
Derek
Robinson.
Stingley. True.
Something to think
All right,
about.
let me try the other side. Quinyon Mitchell.
Yeah, he's number 5. How crazy is that?
Oh.
I mean, they are the best corner duo in football. So, at least one of them had to be on the list. I'm not surprised both of them. I'm surprised both the top 5.
Yeah.
Number 2 and number 5?
Okay. How many more do I have?
You have number 6, number 7, and number 9 you're missing.
6, 7, 9. 6, 7, 9. Why was 6 afraid of 7?
7, 8, 9.
Mm-hmm. Marlon Humphrey.
Number 6. Good,
but just
he was bad to start the year last year, and then he started becoming good.
I would still take a Jalen Johnson over him.
I would too.
Yeah, okay.
I like Marlon though.
I do like Marlon. Good. Yeah. Shout out Snapback Sports.
Friend of a friend of the pod.
Yeah. Shout out Jack Settleman. Shout out Marlon Humphrey. Fuck.
One's on a really good team. One's on a horrible team.
Really good team. I
don't know.
Taron Johnson.
No.
Fuck.
Same team though.
Rasul Douglas.
Oh.
What?
Christian Benford.
Yeah. I don't think
he plays that much.
Yeah, my brain was not going to Christian Benford.
Yeah, not at all.
What is he?
He's just on the Bills. I saw.
Yeah.
We might sound like non-ball knowers here, but
I mean, call me crazy, but I thought Taron. Love Taron Johnson.
Look up Christian Benford's stat. They said he had an 89 PFF grade, and I was like, that seems really high for someone that I haven't really heard about.
24, young, like that.
Yep. Just look up. How many snaps has he played?
Let's go to PFF quickly.
Yeah. Christian Benford.
Just give me a second.
I've heard the name, but I didn't really. I guess I wasn't familiar with his game, if that makes sense.
He was 6.
Okay, that's pretty fucking good.
But how many snaps? He played a lot of snaps.
So we just.
And by the way, Cooper DeJean, not as many snaps. Okay, not as many. 881. But Most of the people in the top 10 have played 1,000 plus. So let's just take that with a grain of salt.
All right, yeah. So you got him at 7, and then number 9.
Yeah, no, I know.
AFC North.
AFC North. Denzel Ward.
Yeah, Denzel Ward. So the list goes that Chat GPT's top 10 corners in the NFL, according to them.
Bless you.
That was a yogurt and granola. Could taste that coming up. Pat Surtain.
Yeah.
Cooper Jean. Sauce Gardner. Jalen Ramsey. Quinyon Mitchell. Marlon Humphrey. Christian Benford, who now that I've done this thing and we looked at his PFF, I'm going to be a big Christian Benford guy just because I want to sound like I know ball before everyone else.
I like Taron Johnson.
Yeah. Trent McDuffie, 8. Denzel Ward, 9. Derek Stingley Jr., 10.
Congrats to those 10.
Yeah, they originally had some guy in the Giants at number 8, and I said, "Can you?" I've never heard of him. I was like, "Can you please replace him with someone relevant?"
Oh, so
they
you.
But I had no idea who this dude was. Look up New York Giants corners, and I'll tell you his name.
Andrew Phillips.
Nope. New York Giants corners.
No, he's the New York Giants corner.
There's more, and it was a different guy. You can probably sort it by team, Adam.
No, I mean like you can, but now I have to. I gotta go.
Giants.
No, don't. I'm already halfway there. Giants. Deontay Banks.
Nope.
Paulson Adebo.
No, Paulson Adebo was on the Niners. It wasn't him.
Cordell Flott.
Dude, no, I don't know.
Those are the 4 Giants players.
There was some other guy.
Those are literally the 4 Giants.
I was
players.
like, I've never heard of this guy in my life. So, who did they say it was? It was some fucking weird. Anyway, but those are ChatGPT's top 10 corners. Woo!
Congrats, everyone. Fucking weirdos.
All right, what do we have after
I have
this?
another ChatGPT game. Oh, no,
yeah.
I have a conversation that's fun.
What do you want to do?
I want to talk about the positions.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a lot of money being handed out to really 4 positions in the NFL right now, right? And I don't even know how, like you and I were debating about this off the pod, like what is the most valuable position in these?
We know what number 1.
And we know what number 1 is, but...
it's like, all right, if the market dictated exactly what the most valuable position in football are, it would say quarterback 1.
Yep.
And then
it would say quarterback, 2, wide receiver,
edge, corner, and then offensive line,
tackles. I would say
just trenches.
Yes, the trenches,
not guards. Yeah, offensive tackles.
So based on the positions getting paid the most in the NFL right now, who is the most valuable? 1 through 5. Quarterback 1. We agree.
I don't agree with how the market has set it.
Correct. The market is setting it one way. You and I were having this conversation off the pod about what do we actually think, regardless of where the money is going, is the most valuable and important positions in the NFL. So I want us to rank it 1 through 5.
So let's just say, again, the market says quarterback, wide receiver, edge, corner, and then offensive line, specifically tackles.
Right.
I go.
Right, and just for more context, you had Jamar, who just got paid. Then you had Stingley, who just got paid.
And you had Max Crosby, Myles Garrett.
Yep, get paid. Mike is going to get a huge deal. So that's where this conversation comes from. Quarterback, we know is 1.
And then I think we're aligned here. I would go offensive tackle 2.
Yeah.
Like, you get your quarterback, pay your quarterback, pay someone to protect him.
Yep.
Simple as that.
I think the offensive line are some of the most valuable positions in the NFL, and tackle, more importantly, is the most
Eagles
important.
Have been so good for the last 6-7 years
because they've had
that line.
Lane Johnson, you've had Jordan Mailata.
You just had Jason Kelsey forever. It's like you have these these.
Yep, and that's why they're able to pay their wide receivers. I think we both. Well, what's 3? I think 3 is wide receiver.
I was about to say. So you get your quarterback, you protect your quarterback, and then you get someone to throw to.
Yep,
that's the 3.
Yep,
because with how much more important and valuable the quarterback is, help that motherfucker out.
Yeah, I also think just like where we've seen it, like. The old saying of defense wins championships makes sense, but you need to score points. Like that, the object of the game is literally to score points.
I mean, dude, you could have the best quarterback ever, but if he's throwing to fucking I'm just thinking the Patriots wide receiver room right now.
Is cooked. And I know everyone's gonna be like, well, Tom won all these, but the market has changed as we've seen.
Tom still had Gronk the whole time.
Yeah. So I think we'd say wide receiver 3 at 4.
I would go edge.
Is it edge?
No,
or
you know what it is. Put pressure on other quarterback. Or is it intercept ball from other?
Or if you have a lockdown corner, though.
Can you tell that it all predicates based off quarterback?
Yes, it all
that's
comes
what I just realized.
100%. Yeah,
I think it's edge, get pressure on other quarterback, hurt other quarterback, tackle other quarterback.
But if cover other wide receiver who is third most important, who quarterback throws to, do you then can scheme get to quarterback?
You know why I think edge? Because I think edges have a longer shelf life of being a stud, like at the tip top of their career.
But secondary corners can fall off quicker.
Corners just have a really short shelf life, I think. Like their peak is much shorter than edge rushers.
Well, Jalen's
is long. I think he's a little bit of an anomaly though. Like, you see guys like Darrell Reeves and shit like that.
Yeah.
Theirs are just shorter, and that's fine. It happened. Like, and then what's his fucking name? Oh my god, I'm blanking on his name on the Panthers when
J.C. Horn.
No, back in the day. Not back in the
Josh
day.
Norman?
Josh Norman,
Yeah.
really short peak, but he was so good for a little bit. Gets paid, sucks.
I'll take edge rusher. I'll
go
take like a
edge. That's what I
dominant
think.
edge.
I'll go edge. Like, dude,
Who would you rather have, a Myles Garrett or a Pat Surtain right now?
Oh, Myles Garrett, easy. I don't think it's that close.
Well, the age is the hard part. But like if they were
I'm separating age out of it, just talent-wise. Who would I rather have? I'd rather Myles Garrett.
Yeah, but I would take Pat Surtain because of the age. Yeah. That's the hard part. Like that's the hard part. So at 4 is edge, and then 5, fifth most valuable position in the NFL
corner, or
is
it
corner.
like,
I think it's corner.
Is it?
I think it's corner. I think 100%.
Or is it just like
I think corner,
another offensive lineman?
I think, well, if we want to go in terms of it being hard, I think corner is the second hardest position to play in the NFL.
Probably, yeah.
So I think they're rightfully so in the 5 spot, but I think corner outside of quarterback is the hardest position to play in the NFL. Like, hands
agree
down.
with that.
So I think they're 5. The market says so, right? The market, the highest paid is now Derek Stingley at $30 million per. But yeah, I think that's the top 5.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how it should be.
So that's how you build a team. That's how you build a team.
The fact that corners are a little bit higher, though, that getting higher paid than offensive linemen is a little interesting to me.
Well, I just think you have
Penei
more.
Sewell's going to get fucking paid.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Like,
Penei Sewell's going to have.
He's going to get. There will be guys that get paid. He's going to get fucking.
Tristan
paid.
Wirfs right now is the highest paid tackle, friend of the pod.
He's at 28, 29.
I think he was like, I think he's around there.
Penei Sewell's going to get 40.
I would pay him 40.
I would pay him 40.
Yeah.
He hasn't given up a sack in years.
Pay Jamar Chase 40, pay Penei Sewell 40.
Okay, back to Jamar. Jamar Chase just got paid. Like, remember, it was like, all right, if you're the Bengals, do you go get
the famous
either
meme?
Jamar or what was it? It was Jamar.
It was draft
Sewell.
Jamar, but throw it. What's the meme? Fuck.
Yeah, it was essentially throw to nobody but have protection, or try to throw to Jamar but you get hurt. It was, but like I think both teams made the right call at that point.
Yeah, no, it's the right call.
I didn't think Jamar was the right move back
then. Who would you rather pay? $40 million. You have to give $40 million to one player. Penei Sewell or Jamar Chase. Who are you doing it?
I'm going Jamar just because like when the draft choice was made, I don't think you're thinking of either of them being the best in the NFL at their position.
Yeah,
and they're both that. And I think it's harder to find an elite like that best wide receiver in the NFL. Whereas you can find obviously Penei Sewell is maybe the best tackle in football, but like you can have he's more replaceable I think with lower level guys than Jamar is. That's my thought process. Even though I think tackles are more valuable than wide receivers, the top of it is different in my opinion.
There's just something sexy about like a tackle who can stay healthy, who can catch passes, who just like is a mean machine, who's 6'5", 300 plus pounds.
Like, cool dude.
He just fits everything you want to set the tone. I want Penei Sewell.
I love Penei Sewell, man. Just a good football name.
Jamar's sick, but I want to be different.
Yeah. No, that's fun. That like, okay, if you were the Bengals, now that you see that you can't protect Joe, though, would you have gone back and said, fuck it, we should have drafted Penei Sewell? Because T. Higgins is a stud in his own right.
I was going to say, there's the conversation. Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, Penei Sewell's your 3 cornerstones on offense, or Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins are your 3 cornerstones. What are you doing? You're probably going Penei and T.
I'm doing that.
I think T's good enough. I think T's good enough.
And then I guess it was probably smart to go on Tyler Boyd because he sucks balls now. But like, you could have gone out in the draft and got another guy.
That's true.
Another serviceable too. Or like they could have gone and got Cooper Kupp this year.
They could. Well, yeah, I don't know.
Just for
Coop
funsies.
seems washed.
I'm just thinking.
Oh, Coop went to the Seahawks. We didn't even talk about that.
It doesn't move me. Like Seahawks weird. Like they replaced Geno with Sam Darnold, then you replaced DK and Tyler Lockett with Cooper Kupp and MVS.
Yeah. Well,
weird.
let's end on that. Let's end on the Cooper Kupp because this is a recaps episode and we can punt the other things to Friday's episode, which we have some fun stuff because it's
and we might have one decision made by then. I fucking doubt it.
Yeah,
we're gonna talk quarterback carousel. We don't have time.
But we also, I think Pat will be back for Fridays. Well, I don't know if the divorce goes through, but. Yeah, let's talk. Cooper Kupp went to the Seahawks on that. Happened on Friday.
When it was Friday, I was golfing. I remember.
Yeah, I was making dinner for Amanda and I. I made pasta.
Nice.
It was lovely. And thoughts on Cooper Kupp going to the Seahawks? I had someone. I didn't get to their DM, but like someone reached out asking my thoughts. So I want to know yours.
Yeah, I guess my thoughts on it is like I like it. I don't hate it because I guess he's cheaper than you would have had to extend DK and pay him and everything like that. And JSN is coming into his own. Is like you can tell I think this year going to take the leap to be an alpha wide receiver one. So I think Coop's a good 2 to have there.
I think it's dumb.
But I was going to say at the end of the day, I think it's pretty dumb because you're not going to compete. And I feel like Cooper Kupp's a guy that you sign that's like a luxury on top of everyone else you have.
2 counterpoints. One, where does Cooper Kupp naturally thrive?
What do you mean?
In the position.
Positional value wise, slot. Yeah.
What does JSN do best?
Operates out of
the slot.
Yeah.
What have we said? What was the first video that we ever made on Caps Off? What was the first
Cooper
debate?
Kupp's a product of the
system.
Yeah.
Cooper Kupp being a product of the system. I think we're going to learn aggressively. Cooper Kupp is very, very talented, but you combine the fact that he was a product of Sean McVay's system, as we saw with Puka.
And last year he
being
wasn't even a part of he wasn't a part of the system.
And
really.
he's washed and older.
Yeah.
The thing that I don't understand about the Cooper Kupp deal is he got 3 years at $15 million per year, which happy for him to get the security, but a 3-year deal to be in Seattle. I don't think Seattle has a single direction of where they're going.
I don't think they have any idea what.
And frankly, I thought they were closer last year with the Geno. If anything, run it back with Darnold. I just don't understand. What are you doing? Either DK and JSN are actually a really nice complementary duo. They make sense on paper.
I thought that was a really nice building block to build around for the rest of your franchise, and then you go find your quarterback later.
Also, you'd have JSN on a rookie deal. You pay DK, and yes, you could pay Sam Darnold, but
I don't understand.
You're setting yourself up in a strong
I don't understand
way.
when you're a team that's probably should get younger and rebuild a little bit. Why you let one of your young star receivers go, and then you pay this older, washed up guy to replace him.
The Seahawks made the playoffs last year, did they not?
They did not.
They were 1 game away.
They had the correct record to get in, but lost out on the tiebreak.
Right. Yeah, I think the Seahawks are moving backwards. I think it doesn't make any sense because they were actually close enough. They went 10-7. 10-7. And I was reading this also, the Sam Darnold deal specifically can be a 1-year deal.
It was a smart deal.
It's a very smart deal the way they structured it.
They can opt out for after it's 1 year, $35 million.
Yeah, you saw that, right?
Yeah.
I want to if I have that tweet saved. Yeah, the Seahawks
nice
deal with Sam Darnold reported as 3 years, $100.5 million is essentially a 1 year, $37 million contract. Seattle can move on after the 2025 season with no dead money as long as Sam Darnold is healthy and passes a physical. So the only guarantee Darnold has beyond the season is a $17.5 million injury guarantee, which good on his agent actually. Yeah. He could theoretically go somewhere else, but so I don't understand what the Seahawks are doing. I don't understand the Cooper Kupp deal. I don't love it. I'm happy for Coop. I love him as a player.
It's a weird bridge season. It's let's see if we just make the playoffs and be serviceable for our fans.
Yeah,
but I just don't think this team can win anything.
Here's what I would say is I think he is. I think the name is more valuable than the contract. Right, he's getting paid $15 million per. And
Cooper Kupp, Super Bowl MVP, Cooper Kupp,
exactly.
Triple Crown winner, Cooper
but
Kupp,
I think from a front office and coach standpoint, I think Sean McVay, Les Snead are 2 of the strongest tandems in front office, right, for the Rams, right, and so they've had a up close look at Cooper Kupp, and I think they would be the first person to say look, they went from Cooper Kupp old to Devontae Adams also old. So it's not like they're sitting there being we're trying to get younger as well. I just think they think Cooper Kupp is washed. So
they just think he doesn't have anything left in the tank.
Which is fine. It happens, right? He was unbelievable. Cooper Kupp at his peak, Triple Crown winner, the most impressive Triple Crown season of all time. More impressive than Jamar Chase's season.
He won Super Bowl MVP that year too.
I don't understand it from the Seahawks perspective. I don't love it. I think he does exactly what JSN does. And you could have gave DK money and had JSN on the rookie deal.
And it's where you stay young. And then if Sam Darnold sucks next year, it's we have a high draft pick. Let's get our quarterback for these young receivers.
Exactly. So I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
If I'm a Seahawks fan, I'm kind of pissed.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was good.
Fun episode.
That was a fun episode. Yeah. Pat should be back. We've got on Friday. We've got a few fun games that we had prepared for today. We're going to kick it to Friday's episode. Yep. I think it'll be more fun with Pat and having just more opinions.
I might not be here too.
Jack's going to be here.
I might not.
Jack, you're going to be here.
I leave Wednesday morning. That's what I was telling you yesterday.
I thought you were going to be here.
No, that's what we can film a couple things with me tomorrow if you want.
So fucked up. You see what happens? Pat leaves me. Jack leaves me. Adam's the only one.
I have things I got to do, man.
Adam off.
Adam off.
That's what this podcast now is.
Just Adam.
Adam.
Welcome back to Adam.
Welcome back to Everest.
About Everest shit for a fucking
All right, guys. Love you so much. Have an amazing Tuesday. Hopefully Monday was wonderful.
Have a great week.
Let's get after it this week.
Have a great March.
I'm 59 days out.
That's fucking crazy.
59 days out.
Jesus Lord. All right. Bye.